Hello Panda Warriors and welcome back to the channel. We are in my kitchen today. If you cannot tell, this is not my normal recording location. But we are in my kitchen today because, not today, but as of January 1st, my YouTube channel turned 10 years old. I have been doing videos, filming YouTube videos as of 2016. It was a bit of a New Year's resolution of mine at the time. I really enjoyed watching YouTube and I wanted to try making a channel of my own and just see what happened. So here we are 10 years later, 2026, and I'm still here. And one thing that I have really wanted to do this whole time is that I really wanted to make a cake. Not just any cake. I really wanted to make the not Snow White. I really wanted to make the Sleeping Beauty leaning cake. Here's a picture right here if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about. Anyway, I always been a bit of a Disney fan and I always thought it would be really cool to make this cake, and while I can't make it exactly, I can do something like it. So what my plan is to do 10 tiers. 10 tiers, 10 layers. 10 layers, one layer for each of the 10 years I've been doing YouTube. So I have a bunch of box mixes. I have one for Pillsbury. More of a Betty Crocker girl myself, but went for Pillsbury because that's what they had available. I have lemon cake. I have chocolate. We have two just plain yellow cakes. I figured they'd separate the yellows out because I don't really want lemon touching chocolate. And finally, I have the strawberry. I am most excited about the strawberry. And so what I'm going to do is each of these box mixes should make about 2 layers, I think. So what I'm going to do is I will mix it up. I'll pour it in the pan. I'll take the pan and I'll cut the once it's all cooled and stuff, I'll cut it in half, and so then I'll have 2 layers. And so altogether 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's how numbers work. That's how math works, and that's how I'm gonna do it. The only problem is there's 10 layers and I'll have 2 pans, which means I will need to make multiple trips to the oven and there will be multiple baking times. And this tells me that it needs to bake for roughly a half an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. So we'll be at this for a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, I think I'm going to start with my 2 yellow cake mixes. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. I also have frosting too. I'll show the frosting later on, but let's start with the 2 yellow, I think, cake mixes. It might be the easiest. So this wants a cup of water, half a cup of oil, and 3 eggs. I will be doing some substitutions, because that's what I was told makes the cake better. So water I will substitute for milk, and eggs will be, oil will be substituted for butter, and then eggs will stay as eggs. So let me go get my stuff. Okay, so let's start with the 1 cup of water, which is actually going to be 1 cup of milk. Sorry if you're not gonna be able to see my face as much in this video. I'm just kind of working things. Also, I'm hoping not to spill anything on my things. So here, I'm gonna put my 2 batters together, and then I'll spread them out between the 2 pans. I think it's probably the best way to go about this. I will now need, sorry if you can't hear Hamper running around. I'm gonna need 3 eggs. It'll be 6 eggs altogether. That's a lot of eggs. I'll do as much of it as I can, I guess, right now, and then maybe I'll have to end up cool anyway. So maybe what I have to end up doing is saving 1 for another day and wrapping them up and just saving it for a whole nother day to actually assemble the cake for when I can get more eggs, because I've got a dozen here. If I need 3 eggs for each, I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I'm gonna be 1 set of 3 short. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just plan to make 1 layer tomorrow, maybe. But let's get these started at least. We've got a lot of bacon to do. Let's get our 6 eggs. Oof. Let's get our 6 eggs in here. As I said, I started my YouTube channel 10 years ago, in 2016. It was a bit of a New Year's resolution for myself. I not necessarily grew up watching YouTube, but definitely in my middle school, high school years, I watched quite a bit of YouTube, and so I really enjoy. Ooh, this one's weird. Okay, there you go. Be like the people that I saw on my screen, you know, doing all these really awesome videos and inspiring so many people and just kind of like, you know, building a community. And so I think that's just kind of what inspired me in the beginning to try to create a YouTube video, to try to create a YouTube channel in general. So I took off from there, and I feel like I definitely evolved over time as to like my style of content, and like the things I do obviously is very different versus what I did in the beginning. But yeah, it all started 10 years ago. At the end of the day, I don't think my goal has changed a lot, you know? I'm still hoping to make some sort of a community. I'm still hoping to connect with people. I'm still hoping to, at the end of the day, make somebody's life a little bit better, a little bit brighter. So, yeah, I mean, it hasn't changed. It's just the butter, by the way. So my goal hasn't changed too much. It's just that my content has definitely made a bit of a change in the last 10 years. All right, so I've gotten the mixture of like eggs, milk, such mixed up here. So I think we are ready to bring in the powder or the cake mix. All right. One bag goes in. And 2 bags go in. Okay. That is all of the... Ooh. I have needed a bigger bowl. I think this is as big as I had. So, note to self, probably should only mix one at a time moving forward. Let's get this all... Whoop! Excuse me, I'm spilling all over the place. Sorry. I'm not very clean. I don't bake a whole lot. I do a little bit more cooking than baking. But I'm not a very clean cooker / baker. I tend to play by the rules that you can clean things up afterwards. It's okay to make a mess. You're gonna end up cleaning up afterwards. So let's get this. It's smelling amazing already. I know it's got raw eggs, so I won't be tasting the cake batter, but it smells really good already. I feel like this one's got as much as it's gonna hold. I don't want to overdo it. I want it to be like bubbling over the top. Let's get this one in. These are smelling amazing already. It's just the white, like the yellow cake, not the white cake. I don't have a white cake, but it's just like the yellow cake. So I'm very excited to eat this cake. All good. Let's put them in. Okay, so 40 minutes on the clock. I'm going to clean up here, wash my bowl so that I am prepped and ready for the second one. Maybe I'll do the chocolate next. I'll leave the lemon and the strawberry, I think, for last. So let me get it cleaned up and then start maybe prepping. No, I'll probably... So I'm going to get cleaned up here because I got stuff all over. I don't know if you can see it. But I'm going to get cleaned up here. And then I'll probably end up stopping the video for a little bit because I'll be here for about 40 minutes. So see you soon. Okay, I believe it looks like the cake is done. So let's get that out of the oven and then get moving on to the next part. It's kind of brownish. I don't know if it's overcooked. Okay, I'm going to poke the middle and see if it comes out clean. It's still looking a little gooey. Yeah, it's still looking pretty soggy in the middle. I think if you wrap like tinfoil around the top, like the center will cook more. So maybe that's what I'll do. Let me try wrapping the center or wrapping the top part in tinfoil. Okay. Let's put that one back in just for a little bit. Just so the middle can do its thing. Get the tinfoil off now. Okay. Are you cooked? Are you done being a soggy mess? Yes, okay. That is looking like cake. I would put it in my mouth, but I'm afraid of burning myself. So, and let's start mixing up the next one. Okay, I think, like I said, I'm going to do chocolate next. Then maybe I'll do strawberry in the smaller bowl, I think. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll save the lemon, I think, for tomorrow. Like I said, I only have 6 eggs left, so let's do the 6 eggs that I have. I've wanted to make this cake for the longest time, so I'm super excited to see how it actually turns out in the end. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be as tall as the Sleeping Beauty cake, but I think it's going to be pretty big. I mean, 10 layers is quite a few layers. Okay. I don't think it's going to overflow the strawberries, so that's good. I'll put them out maybe both in for like 30-ish minutes, and then maybe for like the last 10 minutes or so, I'll cover them up with the tin foil again so that the tops don't burn. I'm gonna need to get the white cakes out. They probably aren't like cooled or anything like that yet, but I'm gonna need to get the white cakes out, I think. That way, of course, there's a place to put these ones in. And I'm just hoping that when I flip it, it'll just come undone and it won't like stick to the thing. So, oh, it didn't stick. Yay! Okay, that came out really, really nicely. Nice. Okay. Now you will do the same. Let me just. All right, that one came out. Oop! Oh no! There was a casualty. The corner stayed. Okay. Well, you know what? That's okay. That's all right. It's right here. I did the surgery. There you go. Just put him back. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. That's fine. All right. Let me wash these out really quick so I can get that stuff in. Let these sit and cool for a little bit, and then I will slice them in half. Maybe I'll save that for tomorrow when they're like really, really cool. Get in there. It smells nice. It doesn't smell though as good as the white cake did. I'm gonna be honest. Get it all in there. This doesn't smell too bad. I thought the strawberry smelled bad. It wasn't as nice. Like I said, I don't have enough eggs to do the lemon one. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to have to run to the store tomorrow and pick up the rest of the eggs. I didn't pay attention to the directions or the ingredients, I guess, when I picked up the cake batter mixes. So, and then I think by then, of course, these should be like all dried and stuff, like not dried, but all cooled off. And they'll be ready for me to slice them in half, and then I can start doing the frosting part as well. I'm probably going to cut this video here. All I'm going to do from this point is take the cakes, put them in the oven, let them cook, let them do their thing. Then I'm going to wrap these in saran wrap, I think, and just kind of let them sit, let them cool overnight. And then when tomorrow comes, I'll probably maybe do the lemon one off screen just so I can like get it done. And then I will come back to you when I'm ready to start frosting and assembling the whole cake. So let's do a quick little transition right here. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? I don't think you are. I think because of how I cut it, it looks definitely like it's leaning. Okay, here we go. Look at that! I haven't frosted, of course, yet, but there is. Don't. There is 10 layers of cake. That is a lot of cake. Okay, so at the very, very bottom, you can't really see it as well because the chocolate kind of covers it up. But there's a layer of vanilla, then it's chocolate, then I have strawberry, then I have vanilla again. Yeah, and then I have lemon. Then I have vanilla again, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. No, this is lemon again, and then this is vanilla on top. So I have 10 layers of cake. I bought about I have 6 tubs of frosting. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I'm hoping it's going to be enough to frost the cake. So we'll see. I guess for now I deconstruct the cake and I start icing from the bottom, I guess. I think that's the best way to go about it, and then cover the entire thing with what's left. Okay, So I have 3 different types of icing. They're all Pillsbury, but I have like the Funfetti with like normal sprinkles. I have Funfetti with like confetti kind of sprinkles. And then they also had this unicorn, which I thought was kind of fun. So I think that for the inside part, I'm going to alternate the confetti and the unicorn sprinkles. And then I will do the outside as much as I can in these two. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I have enough frosting for it. But part of me thinks that maybe I don't, but that's okay. We'll work with what we got. Okay, so I'm going to start by deconstructing the cake. Okay, so I've never actually used one of these before to like decorate. But like I've actually never used like frosting from a can before. I usually make my own frosting, but that's okay. I think maybe we just pour the sprinkles in there and just give it a stir. I think is the best way to go about it. So I think I'm just going to use a spoon because I don't want to like dig holes into it. So we'll just see what happens. It might not turn out, and it might do. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to not be too thick, I think, with the frosting, just because I still have like a lot of layers to go. So let's start right here, and we'll just spread it around, and we'll see what comes of it. I tried looking it up to see like how much this was supposed to frost, and it said it should like 1 can should frost like 1 cake, which I don't. I'm hoping is not true. I'm hoping that 1 can frost more than 1 cake. Otherwise, I definitely do not have enough frosting, but I think that's okay. We'll just make it like maybe a little bit thinner on the frosting. Because otherwise, I think half my cake will be frosting by the end of this. This pink is so pink. The strawberry is like very, very pink. I don't know if you can see how pink that is, but that is an extremely pink strawberry. Very unnaturally pink. I think I'm just about done this can. I'm just gonna scrape it out. It got me to the 4th layer, I think. I'm putting on the 5th layer will be next. I'm almost halfway through it. And 1 can got me, I'm not like spreading it on thick by any means, but 1 can got me through the 5 layers, just like, just to connect them and just to add something in between. So that's kind of good. That kind of makes me feel hopeful. I am adding the 5th layer now. It is my first lemon piece. And I'm going to move on to the unicorn sprinkles. Okay, the higher up we're going, the more it's starting to actually feel like the cake from Sleeping Beauty. I'm starting to think that maybe I will need a broom to prop it up. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Part of my lemon cake just broke when I was trying to lift it. Okay. Well, it'll be okay. It will be okay. So I'm not quite onto the last one. I'm on my second to last one. This is my last lemon piece. And it unfortunately, it's splitting even more. Okay. This top piece is falling apart. It is crumbling as we speak. Please don't fall off. Otherwise, I only have 9 layers. I can't be doing that. I'll have to go back to the store and get another one. No, I won't. But I would hate to only have 9 layers by the end of this. I think it's probably because it's the lemon, so it came out last. And so I think it's probably still kind of warm. And I bet you that's why it's not staying together as nicely. It's the bigger piece, it's the top part, so probably has something to do with it. But this is almost covering me. If I was this is about the size of my torso, I guess. This is a big cake. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to. You can't really see that it's leaning, but if I turn it this way, you can tell that it is definitely leaning. It is definitely giving Snow White. Not Snow White. It's definitely giving the Sleeping Beauty. Are you as nervous about this as I am? Where did I go wrong? Where is the lean coming from? Is there any way to offset the lean? If I scoot it this way, maybe? Okay, it's leaning like maybe a little bit less, but I think it's slowly starting to lean again. Okay, last layer. My 10th layer of cake. Okay, I've got 10 layers. I think I'm going to finish out this can of frosting, and then I can start frosting the entirety of the whole thing. This is actually like a lot of fun. Should I become a baking channel? Forget the short stories. Should I just be a baking channel from now on? No, probably not. If I was going to be a baking channel, I would have to make things from scratch, which I can do, but this would be impossible to make. It wouldn't be impossible. It would be hard to make from scratch. Maybe someday. Okay, it's starting to lean again, which means I think it's time to call it good. Which means I think it's time. Stop leaning. Or do lean. I want you to lean, but I don't want you to lean that much. Stand straight. Okay. I think it's time to try to frost the entirety of the cake. I don't know how well this is going to go, though. We'll see. I am done with that can of frosting. Oh, no. No. Okay. Uh-oh. I was just posting on Patreon about my cake. No. Uh-oh. Oh, it's like the gingerbread house all over again. No. Please don't. Okay. Oh, gosh. It's a mess. Oh, gosh. It's really a mess. Oh, no. Okay. There is a pile of frosting right here on the counter. You guys can't see it. Just give me 5 seconds to wash my hands off. Here is the pile of frosting and the top of the cake that came off. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let's get this bad boy frosted the rest of the way. I'll just save the post for Patreon for later. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get this cake frosted. Like I said, I think I'll go for more of a naked cake look where there's still frosting on it. It's just less frosting than you would need to cover the entirety of the cake. Ooh. That lemon piece is threatening to come out again. And I don't like it. Stop it. Stop leaning. Okay, I'm going to turn the cake towards you so you can see what the frosted part looks like, and I'm going to do the back side of it, I think, or the side that's facing you guys. Okay, please don't fall as I turn. Ooh, this part was coming out. I did not realize that. Stay in there. Keep it together. Okay, I think for the sake of the cake, for the sake of my sanity, we will call it good there. Let me put this off the side. Let me toss these. Okay. I have candles. Hold on. Don't fall over. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just turn the cake so that you really get the full leaning effect. Because that's the important part. Is it the cake of my dreams? No. Do I feel like it's actually, though, kind of a Sleeping Beauty cake? Yes, I do feel like it's a Sleeping Beauty cake. I feel like it's as close as I could possibly get to that cake. Sure, her cake's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing than mine, for sure. It looks prettier, but you know what? Hers is a drawing. Mine's the real thing. Mine's the real thing. I think it is leaning even more. Oh, no. I think it is actively leaning. Please do not. Slide back that way. Stay upright just for like 5 more seconds, please. I beg of you. Let's hope that it doesn't fall over while the fire's on top. Let's do this part quickly. All right. Here we have it. My 10-layer, 10-year anniversary cake for my YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make this cake. I'm going to blow the candles out really quick, and then I'm going to attempt to cut myself a piece of it and tell you guys what I think. But it's leaning again. Okay. Here we Okay. Let's try cutting the cake. It's going to come apart. I just know it. Oh, gosh. It's a lot of layers to go through. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on. Let me just... Oh, it's gonna fall. Okay, stay up there. Nope, it's coming down. Okay. It is drastically coming apart. Oop, I should not have moved that. This can of icing appears to be what's keeping it up. All right. By the end of this, it was a bit of a cake mush, but you know what? It is a very, very good cake mush. And it kind of represents, my channel as a whole these past 10 years. It's been a mush, a mixture. It's been dysfunctional at times. But altogether, really good. And you know what? That's what matters at the end of the day, is that it's really good. So thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have to now disassemble this cake to find a way to safely take it to my family's house or find a way to eat it myself over the span of probably a month. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Comment section down below. Leave me a comment tell me how crazy this was, how terrible this idea was, or how great this idea was. Your choice. If you have not hit subscribe already, please make sure you're hitting subscribe. One, because I deserve it. And two, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and I would love to get there someday. So make sure you hit subscribe if you have not already. I think that's all for now. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you all in the next one. All right. Bye.